On the coast, the wind is more onshore, more westerly, and notice the temperature difference. South Bend actually hit 87 for a high. Right now, 67 degrees. It's not a cold front, it's just that wind shifting from east to west. You can see Vancouver right now 97 degrees, Rochester 93 degrees, so certainly seeing some 90s outside. And we're also seeing an increased risk for wildfires closer to the Cascade foothills. Let's take a closer look. Red flag warning continues from just south of Skykomish all the way through the Mount Rainier area until 11 p.m. tonight. We're looking at dry and unstable conditions. What that really means is any wildfire that does get started could quickly spread. But again, that will be mitigated by onshore winds helping to cool us off a little bit. And we're already starting to see those marine layer clouds creep into the southwestern corner of the state over the Grays Harbor area and Long Beach. You guys are already feeling the cooler temperatures. I'm going to back things up even further. Look at this mass of clouds that's currently sitting just off of Oregon. Those clouds will be giving us those cooler temperatures in the days to come. And notice even we're seeing some monsoonal moisture creeping into interior parts of Oregon, even a couple of lightning strikes near Bend, Oregon. Some of those rain chances will push into western Washington as we head into this time tomorrow afternoon. So keep in mind, a couple of showers and even a couple of isolated thunder showers over the southern Washington Cascades can't be ruled out. So let's watch that marine layer creep back into the Puget Sound area. Not completely overcast, but we'll likely wake up to some cooler temperatures as well as a couple of clouds as we head into tomorrow morning. Notice the rain showers start to roll in from the south. Better chance of seeing a couple of these stray showers towards the afternoon hours, but it looks like most of it will be faded as we head into Thursday night into Friday morning. Marine layer is back as we start off the day on Friday, and that should gradually erode to a mostly sunny sky. Here's the rest of your forecast, which includes the upcoming holiday weekend. Best chance for rain looks like it's going to be on Sunday. Temperatures no more 80s or 90s. We're in the 70s all the way through the middle part of next week.